It'll be repeal and replace. It will be essentially simultaneously. It will be various segments, you understand, but will most likely be on the same day or the same week, but probably the same day, could be the same hour.
That was President Trump in January, but with the Senate Republican bill in jeopardy, he has now changed his tune. He's saying now that he is open to repealing Obamacare now without replacing it immediately, and some Republican senators are backing him up. Should the rest of the party follow suit? With me now, our panel, CNN political commentator Van Jones, Congressman Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee, CNN political commentators Jason Kander and Scott Jennings. Thanks, one and all, for being here. I appreciate it. What do you think? You're the only one here that can vote on this.
That's exactly right. And as we were discussing earlier, this is not that far from what the House had recommended last November, that we look at putting a date certain out there where we would repeal Obamacare and then work in phases to make certain that all the statutes, all the rules and regulations are off the books by a given date. And I think the expectation of the American people was one stroke of the pen was going to take care of this.
Well, that's
and
what he made it sound like.
as we all know,
it's not just out of nowhere, though.
It's not possible.
Right, okay, but I'm just saying, you heard him say the same hour.
That's right. Simplification of the message has gotten us into a box on this. It is a bill that has a lot of tentacles. You want to make certain that you do this properly so that we are on the path to patient-centered health care that is affordable for all Americans.
You sound so reasonable. I love
because
that.
Because I am.
You are a good Tennessean, fellow Tennessean.
That's right.
The problem, listen, I'm not going to give the Republicans advice about how to do something I disagree with, but I am going to observe that the way that the president is doing it makes no sense at all. He literally reverses course on a tweet. Destroys the leverage of his own people. He sends his own people out there. Get this done for me. Get this done for me. Oh, never mind. You don't do that with major legislation. That is not the way you get major legislation done.
But the House has been very systematic in how we moved forward. If the House has been wonderful,
and I'm sure it has,
yeah.
but the President of the United States has not
a solid foundation.
Well, you're friends. Yeah. You're close with Mitch McConnell. So Republicans are in this room trying to figure out how to get to 50 votes in the Republican caucus on the replacement. And this tweet that the president sent out Friday, this totally new position, was described by one Republican Senate aide as throwing a grenade into the middle of the room.
Well, it may have been designed to try to pressure the process along here. I do know Senator McConnell and the leadership team are working the phones this weekend. All the data nerds and the spreadsheet jockeys are in the Capitol putting numbers together and trying to spin the dials in just the right way to get to 50 votes plus one. And Senator McConnell went home this weekend and got hit with another clip. You know, Anthem in Kentucky, which covers half the state, said, well, we're going to stay in the market, but we need a 34% premium increase to do it. So if he needed another reminder about why a replacement plan is necessary, he got one when he went home. I don't think they're there yet, but they still have a few days to get there. And this concept of possibly canceling the August recess to keep working on it is interesting. There is an old saying, though. Time kills all deals. And the more time that passes, this doesn't really get any easier. But you know what keeps happening are the circumstances. Premiums going up, deductibles going up. Half of all counties almost in the United States
the market, the insurance market implodes.
What would you recommend the Democratic senators do? Should they step in here and offer their own alternative to help with some of the problems like the one that Scott just lined up, described? Or should they just stand back and let the Republicans have this problem to themselves?
I think it's important to continue to put pressure on the Republicans. I mean, in terms of what they've done so far is they've successfully gotten this to the recess, right? Which was important because this is something that's deeply unpopular. The American people don't want this, whether it's the new, we'll just repeal it and fix it later, or the replace it with Trump care. Nobody wants this, or hardly anybody wants this. And so what you're seeing now is, as Republicans have to go home and possibly hold town halls, or in many cases avoid at all costs having town halls, they're seeing that it's deeply unpopular.
Speaking of town halls, I want you to listen to this excerpt from a town hall in Louisiana with Senator Bill Cassidy.
You know what people are like at their lowest. So to step on their necks by kicking them off their health care at this point, that's cruel, sir.
I am doing my best to make sure that we continue coverage, care for those with pre-existing conditions, eliminate mandates, and lower premiums. And that is my care, and that is what I'm working for.
Let me translate that. So the town hall participant said, you know what people are like at their lowest is to step on their necks by kicking them off their health care at this point. That's cruel, sir. And then Senator Cassidy replied, I'm doing my best to make sure that we continue coverage, care for those with pre-existing conditions, eliminate mandates and lower premiums. And that is my goal, and that is what I'm working for. Maybe you can come up with some sort of stipend for the people of Louisiana when it comes to sound equipment. But in the meantime, this is what this is. It's a state issue, right? We believe in federalism on sound. But this is what Republicans are facing back home. People who are saying, I mean, this bill, as Jason pointed out, it is not popular. The House bill was not popular either. It passed anyway. But it is not popular. People hear millions and millions of people are going to lose their insurance, whether voluntarily or through Medicaid being cut. And Republicans are going to hear a lot of that over the next couple of weeks.
Jake, here's the deal. Uncertainty leads to confusion. Confusion leads to emotion. And this is what you're seeing play out. People do not want to be left with nothing. And they want to make certain that they are going to be able to provide for themselves and their families when it comes to a health insurance product. The health insurance marketplace under the Affordable Care Act is imploding, as Scott was saying.
Well, the Trump
something has to be done.
Well,
something has to be done. The status quo is not acceptable.
I agree with you on that.
We continue to bring forward examples.
Let me say a couple of things, though. First of all, the Republican Party has been jumping up and down on this pogo stick for 7 years. And right now, they are scaring the bejeebers out of people because it looks like they don't know what they're doing, what they want to do, or how to do it. Now, in the meantime, there are real problems out there, and we're not doing anything about them. And it seems to me that the Trump administration actually is happy to let things that they could fix go worse.
I would take issue with that.
Well, they've said that.
But they actually said it.
I would take issue with the fact that anybody wants to see individuals put in any kind of harm via a government program. Our goal is to solve the problem, and that is what we're committed to do.
But I want to.
It is the effect.
We could do 2 hours on this, if not more.